Okay. You know what happens is that I'm lazy, right? Ever since I hurt my arm, I got like, it's almost like it was an excuse for me to be lazy. I'm lazy to take pills, like to take my vitamins sometimes. It's just like I can't be bothered, and I know I need my vitamins. But it's just the way I feel sometimes. Like I cannot be bothered. And I know if I take my vitamins, it helps. It makes me feel amazing. But I get so caught up throughout the day with like tons and tons of things throughout the day that I forget about myself. There's no me time, you know?
That's a problem.
That is a problem, but then...
But you gotta figure, no matter what it is you're doing, nothing at the end of the day is more important than yourself and your health. So...
It's easier said than done, though. It's like, you know that. Let me tell you.
Not for me.
When you go from being a skinny mini to putting on weight and then having to lose it and then have to maintain it, I truly believe there's a point where you just get a little bit annoyed, or there has to be a lazy point, because that's what I went through. Because when I first started walking to lose weight, it was like I was powerful.
All right, let me ask you this question. Okay. Let me cut you.
What?
As you just said, there's a point where you didn't have to work out, you were skinny. But realistically, there's a long time since that was an actual reality.
To get over it.
Right. So realistically, you know, you go from your teenagers to your adult years, that's a big gap where it's like, okay, realistically, the stage you're at now,
let it go.
It's not an excuse.
To move on. Yeah, no, you're right. It's time to move on. And you know what? I think I have technically moved on a lot from it, but I still kind of go back to it as an excuse. I'm sorry, let me take off you.
Get off me, woman.
I think it's an excuse that I make. I'm really trying to be as honest as possible. Like, I think I make excuses. And you know how we were just talking about the leg thing, that even though I injured my arm, and it's very painful for me even when I go on the treadmill. It's so painful, but I should still be working my legs at least a little bit.
Right. So let me jump in, people. The conversation was off camera. Conversation was, she's saying that she's injured, she can't work out, so it's depressing, it's stressful. Okay, that's fine. But what I'm saying is, you can still get into the gym, you can still work your legs, you can still do other body parts that it's not going to affect your shoulders. So really, there's no excuse. You still can be doing something. So what are you saying?
I am saying you're right. I think I've been extremely lazy. I think I became lazy. I think I used that as an excuse. Like, I know I'm hurt, but I didn't have to give up. I think I got so used to lifting weights and being like the power chick in the gym that when I couldn't do that anymore, I felt inferior. And that is like my honest thing.
I felt that way when I was injured. I go to the gym half the time and I felt like I didn't belong there because I couldn't do the things I wanted to do. I felt weak. I felt... it does mess with your mind. And
you know what's funny too is that when I saw people, all of a sudden now, I was the only girl in the gym doing my thing. All of a sudden I got injured and mad girls are in there lifting, doing things, and I felt weird. I was just like where did these chicks come from? So now I'm in there and I'm seeing them lift and I'm looking at them like, yo, I can lift more than that. I can do more than you just lifted. And I just couldn't get
Not that it's a competition.
Not that it's a competition, but for me, I just felt
ego,
inferior. Though. It's the ego. It is, babe. My ego went down. And then once I started putting on weight, I didn't want to go to the gym anymore because I felt like I didn't want anyone that I used to see in the gym say, why is she put on weight? And I felt like I couldn't get to explain to each person, which I shouldn't have to, why I put on weight or why I couldn't be in the gym and work out anymore because I was injured. But I felt like I owed people an explanation. Is that weird?
No. It is, but people go through that. You know
well, I feel like I was the only one. So if anyone has been through that, please tell me because I feel, you know, I feel I had to explain. So now my insecurity kicked in.
I can't keep holding this camera.
Sorry, but my insecurity kicked in, guys. So I'm gonna try again.
All right.
Wish me luck.
Oh, shit.